Good evening, everyone, and thanks for checking out another video. I was hoping to be shooting more of my bows now, but with my back being a little messed up still, cocking these bows isn't easy. So all of you crank cocking people can say, told you need a crank cocker, because right now it would be handy. But as you guys know, I tend to think more budget friendly, I would say, with my bows. I tend to think what's gonna be appropriate cost wise. And usually 10-point, that's not really an option, right? But this 4th of July, it might be for you. Check it out. So, I have wanted a reverse draw, reverse limb crossbow for years. I think they're cool. I think they're balanced better. And I really wish Barnett made one still. But they don't. So, the only one that's really kind of caught my eye is Tenpoint's Wicked Ridge RDX, I believe it's called. And right now, they have that marked down to, I believe it's $600. I'll put a picture in here. I believe it's like $600. Now, 10-point is usually super expensive. Obviously, their top of the line stuff is quite expensive. But you can find, especially with these sales, you can knock them down to a very reasonable range. So this would be a really good price if you're looking for a reverse draw crossbow, right? I think it's something you might want to check out. Now they also have their other crossbow marked down to $399, and that would be their M370, right? And I believe that has a crank on it for $400. So you get the made in the USA that some people want, but you also get a pretty stinking good bow by all accounts at a really reasonable price, right? You're looking down in what I would call the budget friendly range for sure. You know, that's your center points, your Barnetts, those type of price ranges here. And it's really tempting for me. Well, I don't have the extra right now to be spending on another bow, but both of those look like they're really good options. Now they do have a more expensive one as well, marked down. So that's the Viper S415, and that's their super narrow one that shoots, I think, 415 feet per second. So that's marked down a lot too, and I'll put that graphic on here. So if you're looking for a more expensive one, that's on there. Now there is a catch with these I've noticed with this sale. So far, when I click on their link to go to it, they are pre-owned. So, you know, whether something happened to them or they were returned for some reason, now they fix them up and they're selling them again. And that's where you're getting the big savings, right? Because it's been pre-owned. Now for me, as a budget-minded buyer, that doesn't bother me. I would love to get my hands on one of these just to see the actual quality of it. But I've tried a few times talking to my contacts at Tenpoint, and that hasn't come through yet. But I'd love to get my hands on one of these. Obviously, I got to save up for one of them and catch it at one of these sales. But if you're looking and you've wanted a 10-point, you know, Wicked Ridge is 10-point. It's their cheaper level. But if you've wanted one of those, now's your time. As long as you're good with pre-owned, you can get a pretty cool bow at a really, really good price right now. And I think as a budget-minded channel most of the time, I'm not going to say I won't look at nicer stuff, right? Because we all like the fancy crossbows. But let's be honest, a lot of us aren't going to buy the fancy crossbows. We're going to buy the cheaper crossbows. Here's an opportunity for you over the July 4th weekend. Go check these out at 10-point. I'll try to put a link in the description below. See if you can get your hands on one of these bows that you probably wouldn't have gotten otherwise. It appears to me, if you look at these pictures, especially for the reverse draw bow, that it comes with everything you need. You still get your bolts, you still get your quiver, you still get your scope. It's not like you're just getting, hey, here's the bow at a reduced price, but you don't get anything else. Looks like they got you pretty much covered, so thanks for coming and checking out this video, guys. I know it's not the longest. I know it's not my normal showing you guys a bow and talking through it, but I do want to give you guys the heads up when there seems to be a good deal, and came across this one today. And I think some of you might be interested in it, so check it out. Let me know what you think. For those of you that have these bows, what are the pluses and minuses of them? You know, let's chat about it a little bit. And if you can, as always, like and subscribe, guys. It does help out the channel. We'll catch you in the next one.